How's it going, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I've got a room update for you guys. Since the last room tour we did, we've got new shelves on the wall. We've got a bunch of new sets and even some custom built displays added to our Lego room. So let's get right into it and show off all the new stuff we've added here. And as I go along, I'm going to be talking about some of our future plans as well, because as you know, we're constantly updating these shelves because we're buying new sets. We're constantly growing out of the space we have, so we have to find creative new ways to display these sets. So the very first update I wanted to highlight was this shelf we installed just above the Ninjago City sets. We did get all 4 of the current Micro Ninjago City sets that are out. I don't know if they're going to make a new one for that new set, but these are currently all the ones. So we built this nice shelf, and then we got this gift with purchase. I forgot the exact name, but it has these nice, I think it was the Lucky Knots, so those look great on each side. And then we have the Ninjago City buildings right in the middle with the dragons fighting. And I think this looks amazing. But of course, right after we finalized this design, the new Ninjago City set dropped, of course, and I did just pick it up and I'm in the process of building it, so this update is going to have to be changed soon. So this is my current progress in the build, but as you can see, it does take up another base plate, which is not going to fit on this shelf, so I'm going to have to explore other options for displaying the city. One idea I had was this long shelf over here where this other Ninjago set is next to the Tranquil Gardens. I did measure this out and I believe the whole thing would fit over here. The one thing I am worried about though is just the slight raise in the middle. I would have to get probably some like thick cardboard or something to lay on this part so the set isn't getting bent right there. One con though with that idea is these buildings can be kind of tall, and I'm kind of worried they would block some of the Star Wars display, or especially Rivendell down there. But then again, that might be a pro because the desk is always destroyed and always has builds and some project going on, so maybe it's better that that would just be totally hidden. Another spot they could go is up on this shelf above the Lego City. I think there is plenty of space. It would probably take up about half of that shelf, but I think they would have plenty of clearance up there. Let me know down in the comment section which one of those ideas you like better. I think I might like the first one better myself, just because I like the variety we have up on top of the mantle. And then I think if they were lower over here, we would have more access to them. And a lot of them have little cranks and gears that turn things, so I think it would be a whole lot easier to access those and just move the figures and stuff like that. But that's going to take us to our next room update. I got this shelf over here under the mantle, and my plan is to eventually extend the shelves all the way down there to give us more space, because we are slowly running out of shelf space. So I think over time it would look great if we filled them all the way down there, and then it gives us an entire extra layer of display space in this little gap under the mantle. Of course, the walkway back there is going to be a little tight, but you can see that box back there, and then the cover for the fireplace I've kind of scooted out so I could practice walking down there to make sure it's enough space. And I think it'll work, so eventually expect to see something like that going all the way down there. And then another thing I like with those shelves is it gives us on the bottom 2 ones that you can't see, we can kind of stash away all the extra stuff we have. So in this little bin you can see we have some extra sets, poly bags, and just random filming equipment. Alright, for the room update that I'm probably most excited about, we've got this little Tatooine display here that we've added next to the Rivendell set over there with a similar tablecloth. And I just love the way this looks, and I think the tablecloth is great for the sand. And then I've even mounted this little Planet Series Tatooine set right above, and I think this entire area looks great. I wanted to give the Mos Eisley Cantina a special spot for display, and I think it looks great being down here. And I think since it is lower, it does give you the opportunity to look down into the scenes. So like at this open top, you can really look down in there and see the minifigures and the bar details in there. And then coming out front, you can just look at all the different minifigure scenes and stories going on out front. Now, while I do think this looks amazing alongside our other displays like the Lord of the Rings shelf over here, the Hoth shelf, and then some of the other ones like this, I think a huge upgrade to them would be to get a little backdrop in there, a little poster printout of maybe the sky background and the background of Tatooine. Maybe put it on those side shelves as well. I think that would just upgrade each one so much more. So coming soon, I'm going to try to look into ordering some of those. And then I honestly really like having the Tatooine planet on the Tatooine shelf. So I'm thinking about looking into some of the other Planet Series sets and seeing if there's other ones. Like it would be cool to have a Hoth one flying over Hoth. And then I think there is a mini Death Star one. Maybe we could have the mini Death Star one up there and then pick a planet for this one. I think that would be a cool little idea too. So that's pretty much it in terms of new shelves and displays, but we have got a bunch of new sets, so I'm just going to walk around and kind of showcase some of my new favorites that we've picked up recently. From this year, we have this 3-in-1 spider, and I love the way we displayed it to be dangling off the shelf. This one looks great, and it's pretty terrifying. And then coming down here, we've got this little rainforest diorama gift with purchase. I really like all the greenery in there, and then the waterfall coming down the middle. That one just looks very pretty. Then moving along here, we've got a bunch of other builds. We've got these 3-in-1 pandas. That was an excellent set. We've got the build I did of my dog. Coming down here, we've got the recent Ahsoka Star Wars custom build I did that was based on that ballerina gift with purchase. And tons of other sets. And then over on this side shelf, we've got a huge variety. We've got the big minifigure that I decorated to look like the Kendrick Lamar halftime show outfit where he's doing the Say Drake line. Then we've got the record player down here, the Garfield popcorn machine, custom carrot farm build I did, and then lots of other stuff. I think coming up here soon, I might rearrange some of these shelves because they have been sort of the same for a while, so I might come through here and just refresh all of them. And as for this shelf, this is probably going to change too because we've got a lot of smaller Ninjago sets underneath the Ninjago City. And wherever I move this, I do kind of want those to be in a similar location. So maybe if I move the Ninjago City over here, I'll have some of the Ninjago sets down on these shelves, and then these will have to fill out those cubes. So lots of movement in the future here. Oh, and I would definitely expect a review on this Ninjago City Workshop set coming soon. I'm not very far into it, but this set has been very impressive. I love the blue curved garage door there for the entrance to that little shop. You can turn it with that little gear there, but it's hard for me to do with one hand, so I'm not going to try. Then we've got the little ramen bowl with the scarf that's flipped upside down in the sign there. That's brilliant. Then we've got this little hook here, and you can see this mechanism is very cool the way that moves, and you can lower this down to grab some of those bins in there. Very neat. Review coming soon. I think another future project I do want to cover in the Lego room is getting some rugs for the floor. I know we do have carpet flooring already, but I don't really love the way this currently looks. And I know some people make some awesome custom rugs, so maybe we could get custom Lego rugs. I think it would be cool to have something at the very bottom of the stairs, like when you're coming into the room, and then maybe we could have rugs based on like the themes by the shelves, maybe a Minions rug here, or like an Animal Crossing rug by the Animal Crossing island, like Star Wars back there, etc., etc. Let me know down in the comments if you think I should do that, or maybe we should just get solid rugs and change the color of the whole floor. Definitely expect another room update coming soon when I rearrange all those shelves. One thing that did help to create some more space down here was moving all those flower sets upstairs and creating a custom flower shelf. So now that all those flower sets were moved, they did open up some more spaces over here for these animals and even these sets over here to the side. And that is going to wrap it up for this room update. Let me know down in the comments if you have any ideas to improve our Lego room. Other than that, I'll see you in the next video, so make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned.